So it's the second segment of the wine challenge. I'm here at Zachys in Scarsdale, New York, with Andrew McMurray. Andrew, the first segment was really fun, tasting German, Austrian wines, lively, exciting. What do we have this time?
Okay, so we're going to go value whites now. When you were here 2 years ago, we did a similar segment. We had a lot of fun with it. 4 white wines, all under $25 a bottle, which makes sense, obviously, in this economic climate and fiscal cliffs and stuff like that. And so we've jumped around the world. There are 4 different regions, different varietals. So we thought we'd mix it up and have a little fun with it this morning.
Okay, well, let's do it. And $25 or less, then.
You got it.
Okay.
Wine number 1 is, all I'll tell you is this is always a personal favorite of mine. I can't give anything away.
I like the nose.
Yep.
There's almost a sort of chalkiness to it. Sliced apples and some pears.
Yeah, I get the apples in that for sure.
It's got some tangy acidity. My cheeks are... I like that, though.
For sure. But can you feel that the textural content to that, like on the mid palate?
Yeah.
It really lingers with you. It's not your average plain Jane white wine.
But it has this sort of Pinot Grigio character to it. If you like Pinot Grigio, you'd like this, and with that really lively acidity to it.
Mm-hmm. You definitely would not call this wine flabby.
I'm 91 on that.
Okay, we got the new vintage from Sartorelli, their Verdicchio Classico 2011.
Well, what a great call. Verdicchio, people hardly ever drink Verdicchio, including myself.
Right.
You know, a beautiful wine from the market. And $12.99, 91 points.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's
wow.
Personal favorite of mine. Anytime we open this in the store, that's usually it gets that wow effect. Because like you said, not a lot of people drink Verdicchio. They think more along the lines of Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, and I was thinking more Friuli, more northern Italy than...
yeah, it certainly has like a cool climate sort of feel to it.
Great call. Wow, great buy. $12.99. I'm all over that.
I told you, so it's a personal favorite. Okay, number 2. Jump into a new region.
Country, so. If that's any consolation. Okay, this wine.
Very different profile on the nose, right?
On the nose to me. It has the apples, but then there's hints of cream.
Yep.
Even a little butter.
Yeah.
Which sort of suggests some wood use.
Nose to me, the first time I tasted it, was like super intriguing.
Good richness, very clean fruit. Again, that creamy character. And almost pineapples. It's almost pineapples and cream.
Right.
This is going to be a crowd pleaser.
Like super soft tropical fruit. We've had a lot of success with this wine. Same thing. Anytime we've done a Saturday in-store tasting with it, this is always one of our top sellers. So go with what the people like.
Again, I'm 90-91 on this, no doubt. I'll go 91 on. I really, really like it.
Fun little Albarino that we work with here. Archon Albarino, $18.99, 2010 vintage.
And there's no wood use on that then?
Nope.
But it has that sort of creamy...
It doesn't feel it.
Wow.
It comes through in the ripeness of the wine, and the texture.
Again, and I love Albarino, but this has a sort of subtlety to it. Sometimes Albarino can be a little bit sort of rustic and just up front.
Yep.
This is really showing some tension and subtlety, reserved to it. Beautiful wine. All right,
We're always big fans of balance.
On all cylinders here.
Okay, my buying team was very excited about this wine, or has been for the last couple of vintages. This is the first chance I had to taste this about a week ago myself.
Let's see.
Any thoughts on when you stick your nose in that?
Some minerals. sort of a cedar edge to it. I'm trying to think. Apples. Almost like an apple pie character. I don't know. It's
You can taste the wood on the certainly on the palate on that.
quite new wood.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not too. It's funny. It's not that super buttery, creamy character.
Right. For where it is, like when the first time I tasted it, like kind of comes on, and then when it hits you around the mid palate, it like pulls itself back a little bit.
Yeah, now you're getting it. It was a little bit cold, maybe slightly too cold.
Yep, I agree with that.
But now can I have a little bit more?
Yep.
Sometimes when you serve a white wine, particularly cold, you don't see the wood as quickly as if it's a little bit warmer.
Right. Right. When you swirl it around your mouth a little bit more, you kind of feel
Coming
like,
out
yeah.
now. That's classy stuff. Yeah, now you're getting it's very structured. Lots of fruit, but pulls back tension, good acidity, wood, everything. Let me check. 14, 20. I'm 92 on that, and I think it's a wine that you can it's going to improve with age. 2 or 3 more years, it's going to be better. So
yeah. This is
on that.
brand new release, came out, I think, in the middle of the holidays.
Is it French?
Nope, California,
Bloody
Santa Barbara.
Oh, I love Santa Barbara.
Yep.
But there you go, the tension.
Right.
It's not flabby like some wines from, let's say, Napa,
Yeah.
Chardonnays. This one has tension, freshness, and having spent a couple of years now going back to California and tasting, I'm a huge fan of Santa Barbara County in general.
So the winemaker here is Sashi Moorman, and I don't know if you know him or tasted some of his wines, like the Evening Land wines. And
Sure.
they've got great balance to them. You certainly wouldn't peg this as this
No,
is
I was
not your
thinking-
typical California
No, I was
Chardonnay.
thinking like Macon with some good wood usage, or even a village wine from Côte d'Or.
Yeah, and
Wow.
for us, so this is the second or third vintage we've worked with this. At $22 a bottle.
Bloody hell.
It's a great value for California Chardonnay, in my mind.
Beautiful. $22?
Yep.
All right. Good one. That's a big find. All right.
Unfortunately, we have a hard time keeping that one in stock. It's that popular.
I can see why.
People are really starting to latch onto it. Could we pick the bigger decanter for the last one here?
Okay, the final
Okay,
wine.
so all I'll tell you about this is you're getting the inside track on this wine. It's a huge crowd favorite here at the store, and the new vintage isn't set for release until next month. But we wanted to get samples in to taste ourselves because we love the wine. We know it was going to be good in this vintage.
Oh, I like that. It almost has a crunchy character to it. It has ripe fruit, but it's like biting into a fresh peach.
Right.
And then you get the texture to it as well.
Yep.
I really like this. And what's interesting, it almost has a saltiness, a savoriness. And when you taste it, the saliva's in there, your mouth's going, you really want to drink this wine.
When I tasted it with Jeremy and the team, like the one thing that came up is it has that real snap to the finish. And as a whole, what we personally like is we like wines that have that kind of balance and keep bringing you back.
But it has almost a sort of Rhone character to it. The varietal. I don't know what it's made of, but I like that sort of earthy character, fruit character, crunchiness, peaches, and it's playing around with that all the time. You taste it and you just want to go back and keep on tasting it and try to understand it because it's so delicious.
Yep. No,
so
without
I'm
a doubt.
92 on that.
Okay. So we're bringing you back around full circle. 2 years ago when you came here, you tasted the 2009 vintage from this producer, Gilles Noblet, Pouilly
Sure.
Foussé 2011.
Beautiful.
And, you know, in a vintage like 11, he got, I mean, certainly great texture for what the vintage was.
Wow.
As you know, he's kind of like the opposite in what other people are doing in the vintage. In a vintage that's high in acidity, you know, he tends to get a wine that might be a little bit broader and then flip-flop. And, you know, the broader vintages like this, he got great snap in this wine.
But tell me, so in general, do people, I mean, they know it's a white Burgundy, it's Chardonnay, but Pouilly Foussé, is it still popular in the States? It used to be super popular.
It's not as, you know, wildly buzzwordish as it used to be, but certainly because we've got such a big Burgundy following here in the store, we do very well with Pouilly Foussé. A couple key producers, you know what I mean? You got to keep it into a certain style. There's a lot of mediocre Pouilly Foussé out there.
And how much is it?
$24. $24, can't go wrong.
Great tasting and great ending.
Yep.
Thanks
We
again.
finished strong.
Awesome.
Cheers.